Hello everyone, this is the discussion for Unit 4, IP number 1. This is what your chart will look like. Okay, you should be able to see that when you download it from your assignment details. Okay, that's what your chart will look like, and you'll need to fill in each one of these areas and of course include your works cited area. We're going to be looking at bengaline, dimity, and pinwheel piqué, corduroy, and ripstop. One of the main things you're going to look at is, if you notice, you're going to see that there are, feel it there are ribs in these fabrics. Notice that there's a particular look to them, certain rows, okay, that you're going to notice. Now, to tell you the purpose of this assignment, as we have stated earlier, possibly in the PPT chat, it is to give you the opportunity to identify the structural differences in textiles that may look similar to each other when finished. The fabrics you're going to study in this unit all have a common characteristic, and that is the surface texture has raised lines that run parallel to the warp or the fill. So if you look at the bengaline, you'll notice that it runs parallel to the weft, because this is the weft. If you notice the dimity, okay, you're going to notice that you also have rows that are running up and down. Now, let's look at the pinwheel piqué. And if you look at this one also closely, you're going to notice that they run parallel to the warp. Okay, that's the pinwheel piqué. If you look at, let me look at the corduroy. The corduroy, I'm sure you're very used to seeing as well, also runs parallel to the warp. Okay, maybe you can't see it extremely well here, but you can look at it in your kit. I'm just doing this to help make it a little bit more visual. And then the ripstop, you're going to notice, has lines running parallel to the warp and the fill. They're like little squares. Okay, so find your information about, first of all, is this a basic? Is this or a fancy weave? So look at your book. Okay, and I've kind of pinpointed some pages just to kind of help you out here. But if you look at dimity, you're going to look at page, well, let's look at bengaline first. Bengaline is on page 277, 278. And if you look there, it tells you from the bottom of the page, read about it, because it's going to tell you a little bit about how it is created. Look at dimity on page 279. Again, you may not be able to see this very well, so I'm kind of already telling you where to go. Pinwheel piqué, this is all found from the back of your index, 295. You can see what pages that it is at if you just look at the back of your book. Corduroy, page 302. You can read about corduroy here. Look at these. When you're trying to figure out, is it a fancy or basic weave, look at the titles in your books. Now, this is on chapter 12. So look at these titles so you can see what you're looking at. What chapter am I looking at? This might be chapter 12, Weaving Basic Weaves and Fabrics. Okay, so you're going to be reading more about fancy weaves a little bit later on too. See what it falls under, basic or a fancy weave. Look at the titles in order to do your research properly. The other thing I want to suggest is look at your CD, because your CD is going to give you lots of information about how these cords are created. So look at the CD. You have excellent information on there that's even better than some of the stuff that you're going to be reading in the book. Okay, so that's all that we're looking at. 31 bengaline, 32 dimity, 55 pinwheel piqué, 70 corduroy, and 120, which is ripstop. I hope this video helped. If you have any questions, please email me again. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, we're looking for what creates the cords, the raised effect that you're seeing in all of these fabrics, the raised effects, and you can feel it when you touch it, okay? Thank you and bye-bye.